What's up, Muscular Mystic family? Nick with Muscular Mystic here. We were with Mystic Manifesting in the last video. Today, I'm going to break a little bit of what I talked about when we were going on the carnivore diet, which basically, if it comes from an animal, you can eat it. If it doesn't, don't. My goal was to get to 215 by the end of the year. On New Year's Eve, I was 218. New Year's Day, I woke up 216. I was at 216 again on Friday or Saturday. So I've maintained about that weight right there. Now I'm not really doing cardio or nothing, and I haven't stayed strict carnivore for that entire time. We got to remember the holidays came, and I talked about this before. I'm going to enjoy my life while I'm there. I'm not severely obese. I'm not like a lot of other people who attempt this because they have to do it for a life or death reason. I'm just trying to lean out a little bit, and I'm checking the scale. And for me, coming from the lifting background, the scale doesn't mean shit. You could tell me I'm 300 pounds, but I look good, aesthetic, and lean, and muscular at the same time. I'm cool with it. I don't really care. Scale's never been a thing. But for me, it was always something that I put, if I set a goal, I'm going to go do it. So my goal is to hit 215 lean. In the mirror, I could swear I'm fucking 215. I look good. Like right now, I like the way I'm looking. Like even now, I can see more definition in my arms compared to you go back 2, 3, 4 videos ago, whatever, when we started this, I started talking about it. Definitely way fatter. And I'll do a video where I take my shirt off later on tonight. I'm going to try and vlog all this stuff. I'm going to go hit up the dungeon, but I'm kind of not feeling full of energy right now. I've been up since 5 a.m. Worked on the website for Mystic Manifesting, did some videos I recorded, videos for Mystic, and set up a new Instagram page for Mystic Manifesting. So if you guys want to check that out, I got the link tree up and everything. So website, all that stuff, I'm doing all that. I did a live stream over there and on TikTok answering questions, kind of just mapping out everything, taking on new challenges for the day. And today's my off day, so I got plenty of time. By 8 p.m., I'm taking on a new challenge again. I'm going to do streaming. And like I said, it's not for like the idea of like, oh, I'm going to go get rich off this. Wouldn't it be wonderful if it happened, right? We're going to go with that manifesting mindset. Wouldn't it be wonderful if I did? But it's not the main reason I'm going into it. I've been watching, my brother's a big fan of streamers. He especially loves the quesos videos and stuff. So I watch him when I hang out with him, he'll put queso on, and I watch him like, this looks like fun. The dude's genuinely having fun and following his passion in life. He got rich as a byproduct of that. Same thing with me and Mystic. I was making videos of other stuff, not manifesting related or anything. I didn't get rich off it, but I made good money, and I still do with coaching. So that's something that was a byproduct of me doing something that felt right to me in my heart to help people with the stuff. And I started out coaching for free and stuff until I got kind of overwhelmed with it, and it's like kind of put up the price as like a little bit of a barrier and kind of a chance to like, hey, this is my time and my time's worth something. It's a way to value yourself. And today we're going to have some Agartha juice. We're going to take a trip to the land down under. It's a Christmas gift from my brother, so I got to do it. He was disappointed. He goes, oh, you stopped drinking them, and I'm not feeling 100% like into this workout right now. My shoulder's still a little bit, in and out. I do my meditations, I do my visualizations for it. I'm still hitting the chiropractor, but I'm going to be two weeks by the time I go back. So it's going to take me, I'm doing 2 weeks between appointments, and then maybe every week. And then by the end of the month, I feel like I should be good, not needing it. I mean, I'm able to hit my lateral raises and stuff. I'm going to hit chest and shoulders today. So I'm going to put myself through it, and I'm going to do a little montage probably at the end of this. Like, once my shoulders get a little bit more size on them, I feel like they're very underdeveloped at the moment, and get them back in working shape. So, yeah, I'm going to make a video about that stuff as well. But I do feel a whole lot better talking on this carnivore diet real quick. It does give you a lot of energy. I've not wanted coffee or energy drinks or anything. I haven't had a craving for that. On the weekends, I'll usually have a couple of drinks with my girlfriend, but I haven't really wanted it. It's like I'll make her a drink or whatever, and I'll have one and maybe sip on it or not even drink it at all. It's like I don't want that sugary taste and stuff. And even right now, like my Agartha juice doesn't seem that fucking appetizing to me. I thought about it. I'm like, oh, it's kind of something I'm going to do for the channel. Like, hey, my thing is the fucking Agartha juice or my C4 energy drink. Is like, I don't even want that sugar and stuff anymore. And while I'm eating the carbs, we went out to breakfast. I had a skillet, and the only carbs really in that would be the fucking hash browns at the bottom. And I had a little biscuit. I felt like, I took a massive shit after that. So I'm like, God damn. I'm like, my stomach was grumbling and tumbling all fucking day. My tongue, somewhere wasn't right in tummy town, But I'm gonna stay on this diet. Now it's Monday through Saturday. I'll probably be clean again. Then maybe on Sunday touch up with a little bit of breakfast off. So maybe hash browns. We're staying in this weekend, so I'm limiting my stuff going out, staying disciplined, making videos, things like that. But one of the things I talked about over on Mystic today, I made another video on it. There's stuff on TikTok. It's kind of the trend I'm sticking with for the 2026. For coaching people and for myself, showing up for yourself and doing something every day that makes you uncomfortable. And that's going to be the streaming tonight. I'm still nervous. You see me. This is just because I feel like everything's tight, and I'm just trying to keep loose for the shoulder workout. And I want nothing tightening up. Weather's getting warmer, so it's not going to be going out in the freezing cold or anything like that. And I'm going to have some of this sugar. Hopefully it gives me some energy. Today I feel like I'm dragging. I had carbs. Yesterday was the day I had the carbs, and I feel like I'm dragging now. This is probably just going to weigh me down, but do it for the video. Do it for my brother, thanking him for some nice agartha juice to send me to the land down under. Don't even really taste the same no more. It's weird. But I'm going to drink it. Hopefully it's going to give me a little energy boost. And I'm going to get this chest and shoulders done. Check in with you guys at the end. Try to stay more consistent. This will be this week's video. These are going to be sporadic. You'll get at least one video a week here. You have one video a week on Mystic. The premium's going to have an extra live and an extra video over on Mystic Manifesting. Don't forget to check the TikToks, all the other socials. I'm around all these places. And there's another video. It's going to be a little bit of a surprise. I'm trying to come up with how I'm going to do that channel still. But another thing that's going to take me really out of my comfort zone, I'm excited to get into. And hopefully you guys join me for that too. But as always, I love you guys. Stay motivated. Keep pushing yourself. This is our year. Everyone always says that, the cliche. Stick with it. Like, I'm going to show you my ups and downs. I don't have any fucking fallacy that I might fall off this stuff throughout the year, but I'm not going to give up. And you're not going to give up either. We're going to stick it out. July 11th, Six Pack Super Show, LA. You guys want to join me? Come on, let's go. We're going to go. We're going to go promote, and we're going to go get on stage no matter what. We're going to get in the best shape of our life. We're going to get on stage and go hang out with our buddy Savish. So with that, love you guys, and maybe I'll show a workout montage, maybe not, but I'll talk to you in a bit. All right, Mystic Manifesting family, rocking the Flex Entertainment jacket. Let's go. All right, so here's the end of the workout. Unexpected blessings. That's the point of today's video. Now, I can't see myself in the camera. I'm trying out shooting it with the actual good cameras that come with the iPhone, right? Shout out to Joey for bringing that up to me. I haven't done a check-in. I will tell you this morning I'm around 220, and I ate when I came home already, so it's not 100% great. I'm hairy as fuck, so I don't really have the physique set up to where I want it, right? I'll shave when I'm in a good enough shape, right? But that's a moment to come. That's the reward for myself. If you can look good hairy and you can look good pale, then you'll look good anywhere, right? That's my motto, being hairy and pale. But anyway, guys, today was unexpected blessings. A couple good things happened from the time I started that video to now. And it is, what time now? Almost 8 o'clock, right? 8 o'clock, and we left the house. Yeah, it's 7:25? No, 7:30. No, 7:40. What the fuck? Can't tell analog clock anymore. What's wrong with me? Anyway, it's about, how many hours is that? 6 hours? So in the course of 6 hours, a lot of cool stuff has happened, and there's unexpected blessings. One of them, I called my dad last minute to ask him to go to the gym. I'm trying to get my parents in better shape. You don't want to lose your parents. They're getting to the age of about 60. It's like they're getting there. Like, hey, you better start taking your health seriously, because it's no longer about, hey, let's look good to be on the beach, or let's look good to dress up nice and go out on dates. No, it's into the point of, like, this shit's life and death. And eventually fitness does become life and death. And, I talked about earlier being a fat motherfucker resting my belly on butt cheeks while I'm fucking having sex and just looking at that disgusting waterfall coming off me of sweat. That's my reason in the young age to do it, right? When you get older, it's, hey, this shit's life and death. Let's step it up. Come on, let's get going. So I always reach out to my dad before I go to the gym, almost a couple times a week, 2-3 times a week. Hey, Dad, you want to go? My assumption, let's talk about law of assumption for a second. My assumption is he'll say no and get angry, and that's how he is, and that's how he always has been. But when I started lifting, we used to have really good lifts. We would walk from our house to the gym, and that was about a 30-minute walk every day. Maybe 2 miles, probably about 2 miles or whatever. A little over 2 miles every day. We'd walk down, we'd walk back. So we're walking 4 miles a day. Then we get on to 30 minutes of treadmill, elliptical, some form of cardio. And then we would do 100 push-ups, and I would do pull-ups till failure and 100 sit-ups. That was the start of every workout. And then I would hit a body part, chest, shoulders, back, buys, tries, whatever. I would go through all that stuff. And then a lot of times I do believe we would do 30 minutes of cardio on the end too. So my workout, it was the whole afternoon. I'd get off school and I'm excited. Hey, Dad, let's go. Let's get this thing done. He lost a ton of weight. Like, you know, at that time, like, I remember women were talking to my dad too, like trying to hit him up and everything. I'm like, hey, good for my dad. He got in good shape. I was in high school. I'm like, I was done playing sports, so all I had was this. And I was working at the gym. So on my days off, when I wasn't working at the gym, I used to notice before, I didn't even work at the gym yet. So I had all day. It's like my biggest thing, I was writing workout plans in high school. I was sitting there just writing, oh, today I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And I'd sit in class. I remember religion class, sitting there doing this. When I learned to flex my pecs, and I also learned to flex the left bicep. I couldn't do it before. I was sitting there, flex, trying to get that muscle to activate, and it wouldn't go, and I was focusing on that mind-muscle connection. So those are all the good times. And, you know, my dad got a little shoulder injury. He got a little bit older. He was having trouble keeping up. I started going with a trainer and hanging out with him, and he was helping me out with a lot of stuff. I got the job at the gym. I made a bunch of friends. I trained with them. My dad kind of went the way of the dinosaurs, they say, just fell off into the wind and didn't really work out after that. So anyway, ever since then, every now and then, periodically, I go through phases of hitting him up a couple times a week trying to work out. Well, I hit him up today unexpectedly. I said, wouldn't it be wonderful if, let's do a manifesting exercise, right? Wouldn't it be wonderful if my dad actually said, yeah. I call him and he's at a restaurant. He goes, yeah, I'm down. And I'm like, all right, well, I can vouch for you. It's a private club that we go to. As you guys know, the dungeon's private. Hard to get into. You got to know someone to get in. So I'm like, I'll vouch for you. Let's go. And, you know, take my brother's name down too. They know him. And we go there. We get him signed up. And we go into the gym. And it's like, it was kind of like old times. I'm like, we're hitting the weights good. No one's in the gym. It's just us. And then a guy walks in, a guy I grew up with. Haven't seen the guy in years. Thought about him in years. We never really were like super close, but we knew each other. I knew he was always a guy who was like bigger than me. And like the big strong guy, I was like the little chubby kid, but I was still bigger than the other kids. And I was like, and he was a little bit more put together because he came from a weightlifting family. And I was like, oh, I'm chasing that. And now at this point to be 29 years old, and it's like, hey, I talk shit to him. He's in good shape, a strong motherfucker. But I'm like, hey, if we did a bodybuilding competition, yeah, I did it. So a little chance of like redemption at life there. I felt good about myself. And it felt real good to be able to talk to someone from back in the day too. It was a cool, nice opportunity. And it felt very nostalgic to be able to work out with my dad. So it wasn't just a really good chest and shoulder day with minimal bothering from like the injury and stuff like that. It was a really good nostalgic day. It really meant something to me. And like I talked about in the live streaming today, is stuff about hitting life with passion and going after life and just having fun in the moment. Enjoy the little moment. I enjoyed that moment. It was a longer workout than usual. Yeah, we were sitting there shooting shit here and there, but we were able to lock in and do pretty good. And my dad put on some good weight and stuff like that. I got a picture of him working out. I want to take a video of too much stuff, but I sent it to my mom. I'm like, hey, there's your motivation. Your husband's doing it too. So, you know, it was just a nice, fun time. Drop him off at home. And I'll give a little shout out to a good friend of mine, Brian. You know, Brian started following Mystic Manifesting. I met him through a mutual friend at a bodybuilding show, and we kind of hit it off. You know, we had a lot of similar interests, nerdy hobbies, working out hobbies, similar sense of humor, stuff like that. It's like, real cool dude. And when I told him about Mystic, I gave him the invite. I'm like, you know, you're a cool dude. Like, you know, usually it's a paid membership where you have to have a coaching session or whatever. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, you value the friendship. So it's like if you want to check it out, check it out. You know, there isn't much going on. At that time, there wasn't really too much going on with Discord. All this guy's manifestations have been coming in, and like coming in hot and heavy, and he's learned so much stuff. And I didn't realize the impact I had in his life. Right before I started this video, you know, he reached out to me and told me like the impact I've had on his life. And that means a lot to me, you know, in life, I'm kind of like, you know, in the real world, and man, off the cameras a little bit. I stay as authentic as I can, but I'm not going to be like this whole like, oh, here you go, like, hey, what's up? Like when you're with the boys, you don't like have those, you know, especially in a group setting, you're not going to have those little like moments like, hey, bro, you really helped me. Like he would never say that in front of the guys probably, and I would never be like, hey, yeah, and have such a deep conversation. And when you're with the boys, you want to fuck around and stuff. So we try to have like our cigar meetings and stuff with the guys, talk about hey, business and building stuff and becoming the best versions of ourselves. And it always kind of gets distracted a little bit. So it's something in the new year, like we'll reel it in, focus more on like building instead of fucking around. But long story short, you know, he made my night with that. And as I'm going into a new endeavor of life, this video game streaming in a few minutes, I just thought it was really cool to know that, like, hey, you know what, me going out there, venturing into things that I've never done before, failing at them, picking myself up, realizing you can't fuck this up, getting the relationship I dreamed about, getting the job I dreamed about, making the amounts of money I dreamed about, having my own place, all this stuff, my own car, everything I wanted was coming into fruition. And it's like, now it's time to upgrade. It's like, if you already got everything here, life's going to get boring. So time to upgrade, take the next step up. And that's what I'm doing. And it was kind of the wake up call there. It's like, always stay a little bit ahead, do something that's going to motivate people to do even better themselves. So that's where I am right now, guys. And it is crazy in this amount of 6 hours how much things can change. They talk about things changing on a dime. The flip of a coin, something can change in your life. That's why I say don't give up, don't end it, don't just throw your life away, because you never know. Right now, things are fucking shitty. But 5, 6 hours, an hour from now, 15 minutes from now, you can get a phone call with the absolute best news. You can get something like really great happening in your life. So you never know. Stick it out. And here, we'll go through this right now because I forgot the whole fucking point of this video. All right, so here we are. This is check-in. Now, from the time we started, which was, I'm not going to suck it in, I'm going to show it out. I'll say about 2 weeks now. Now, in this time, the holidays have happened. And like I said, I'm going to live. And I'm going to be carnivore. But, it takes about 3 days to go into ketosis from what I found. So if I cheat a little bit on the weekend, I got to use Monday to Wednesday to get back in ketosis. Then I'm in it for a day, like 2 to 3 days, and then I'm fucking cheating. So I can't always do it. Like these upcoming weekends, I've kind of scheduled out. Don't fuck up. Don't do nothing crazy. But like I said, I hit 216 the other day. I was 220 this morning. Your weight's always going to fluctuate. Drank a ton of water before I weighed myself and left my sweatpants and underwear and socks on. Not that that's adding a shitload of weight, but here's where we are. And like I said earlier, comparing by the pictures and stuff like that, I'm like, I feel pretty good, a lot leaner, and I don't feel like I've lost muscle mass. So I'm going to give you the quick poses. Quick pose down right here. Mind the hairy back and the lower back fat. I might as well hit you with one of these. And we'll hit an overall muscular. And why not? Most muscular. Sucks because I can't see what I'm doing. So hopefully that all got caught in frame. But that's where we're at now. At the beginning of December, see, my friend who just called me too, he goes, weren't you like 240 pounds? I'm like, I was like 240 pounds. And now I'm down 216, 220. I'm bouncing in that range. My estimation is by next week I should be around, I'll meet the goal. 4 days late, 5 days late, but better late than never. That's why I say when something doesn't work out in your favor right away, don't rule it out, don't shut down. You know what, it didn't fucking work out. I missed it, because tomorrow might be the day, the next day might be the day, the next minute might be the time. So don't rule nothing out. So I'll hit the goal a few days late. I'll surpass the goal within a week or two. I don't want to drop under 200, so I will keep body fat on for that. Well, not body fat, but I will keep weight. If I start dropping because it's more mainly fat, then I might reintroduce some carbs so I can lift heavier weights. But so far, I haven't really noticed like a lack in my strength. My strength feels really good. I actually feel stronger a little bit. So, if the body can truly build off the meat and without the carbs, and I could disprove that, that's something I want to do. And I'll talk more about the law of assumption and this diet because I have some theories on it. But that's for another video. Gives me more content later, right? But I love you guys very much. Keep your heads up. You can't fuck this up. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to Brian. It was a great day, guys. Love you all. See you in the next one.